One Philadelphia Eagles lineman continues to put on massive strength, but this is insane. Also, an Eagles rookie working out with a superstar. Could there be a connection to Philadelphia? And lastly, the Cowboys continue to embarrass themselves yet again. What is going on, everybody? Welcome into A to Z Philly, your number one home for Eagles coverage. Hit the like button if you enjoy the content. Be sure to subscribe and, as always, ring that bell down below. That way you don't miss any of the coverage. RB back, bringing you another one from the link. And today we dive into some interesting things regarding the team, a couple interesting videos and pictures that are surfacing around the internet today. But I do want to start off quickly with one of the Eagles rookies, not the one that is the highlight of our topic today, but Jalen Carter, right? The top overall draft pick for the Eagles this year, top 10 pick. And, you know, his name has been in the media for a lot of negative things, right? There's been a image painted about him that, you know, probably has not helped him out. And we know the situation he went through, and he's improving to, you know, resolve that and just clear his name, etc. But I want to highlight this because I feel like the media doesn't talk about good things like this enough. And this came out on Twitter today from Eagle Nation. They posted it. And apparently Jalen Carter last year at Georgia had a teammate named Weston Wallace who was not able to receive all of the meals that his scholarship players had received. And basically he didn't have like the same lunch plan or whatever. And this affected Jalen Carter to the point where he went out of his own pocket and bought Weston Wallace lunch every single day. Now, this is a pure man right here. This is a great teammate, a great brother. And, you know, it's just things like this that I feel like should be highlighted as well, right? All the things that are being said about Jalen Carter. Obviously, we expect him to be on the field, etc. I don't want to dive into that situation, but, you know, how about something good like this? This is the good-heartedness of Jalen Carter, just, you know, being a good teammate and a good guy. And that's a really nice thing to do. So shout out to Jalen Carter, who, you know, took his own money just to help this guy, you know, eat lunch and take care of him. So just wanted to put that out there, man. I want to get into some things. Before we do so, shout out to our sponsor of today's video, BetMGM. Enjoy all your favorite sports like never before at BetMGM. Sign up using code ATOZPA and receive up to $1,000 back in bonus bets if you don't win your first bet. When you register with BetMGM, you'll get instant access to a variety of parlay selection features, live betting options, player props, and daily boosted odds specials. And with BetMGM at your fingertips, every game and every play matter more than ever. Find out why BetMGM is the king of sportsbooks. Sign up today with bonus code ATOZP and get up to $1,000 back in bonus bets if you don't win your first bet. Visit BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. 21 years of age or older to wager. Pennsylvania only. New customer offer. Bonus bets expire 7 days from issuance. If you or someone you know has a problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. All right. Let's dive into it. So why don't we start with the humor, man? Why don't we start with the humor? I don't want to take too much time because we kind of highlighted this the other day, you know, with the Eagles and the Cowboys and some comments that were made. But this just came out a little while ago, actually, as I was preparing to do this show. Terrence Williams on Dak versus Hurts. Quote, Jalen is spectacular, but to me, it's not even close. Jalen is more of a runner. Dak has the luxury of, do I want to rush or throw for 400? Jalen is bottled to 100 rushing, 200 passing. He's a ground and pound quarterback. Dak is the best of both worlds. You see why I get frustrated with the Cowboy fandom? Like, even the players, right? Even guys, when you think, about the guys who have come through this rivalry, and obviously it is such a great rivalry. For example, right? How about Orlando Scandrick, who, that guy's a double agent, but I mean, the things that they say, they just make no sense. Like, I'll leave it up to you as homework to go back, look up the numbers, look up how many years they've played, look at how many playoff wins each quarterback has. Here, I'll spoil that one for you. Jalen has the same amount of playoff wins as Dak, and guess how many years of difference they have there. Look, man, I'm just saying, Jalen Hurts had a spectacular year. I think Dak Prescott is a valuable quarterback, but we know Jalen Hurts is better. We know that the Eagles are in a better position with their quarterback. So, you know, they come out and they say things like this that they don't even believe. They don't make sense. They don't make sense. Jalen Hurts is a better quarterback than Dak Prescott, and he's going to prove it again this year. But, you know, it's things like this that turned people off to the Dallas Cowboys, because it's like you could say one thing for an argument. This just doesn't make any sense. But at the end of the day, probably why he is not even on the team anymore. All right, let's go to the next topic, man. Lane Johnson, who put this video out on social media. Look at Lane, man. And guess what he's doing here? He's deadlifting 700 pounds. Lane's getting up there in age. He's a vet at this point for sure. But damn it, he is still one of the best in the league. And damn, 700 pounds. Looks like he's about to explode in his face. Looks like his head's about to pop like an airhead. I mean, come on now. Lane Johnson is one of the best, and, you know, he's going to get even better. He's going to get stronger. He's going to get faster. This guy just doesn't stop. He's been through a lot personally as well. Obviously, one of our favorite Eagles, you know, just with the tenure and just the way he has handled himself professionally through, you know, different coaches and quarterbacks, etc. But, man, you know, any of the young linemen out there, take some tips, man. Take some notice here of Lane Johnson, because he continues to push the boundary. He continues to extend. And I'll go as far as to say he is the best tackle in the league. He's the best tackle in the league. I don't think there's many close to him. Maybe Trent Williams, but Lane Johnson's that dude. Lastly, I want to talk about one of the Eagles' younger guys, and that is Kelee Ringo, who obviously is still waiting to come together to terms with a contract, I believe. But here he is, seen in a picture, and guess who that is on the left? That is Budda Baker, who has been, talked about in a lot of trade speculation. Cardinals still have not extended him. Remember, we talked about that months ago. Where is that contract extension for one of the best safeties in the league? I just don't understand it. Maybe he doesn't want to play for that stinking Jonathan Gannon. Maybe he doesn't want to play for the rebuilding Cardinals. But at the end of the day, there have been some connections to Philadelphia that people still think deep within inside, with the sources and the organization, that the Eagles could still pull off another big move. Could they actually go out and maybe try to acquire Budda Baker before the season begins? I know the cap space is tight. I know, it would take a lot of asses to get Budda Baker, but let me tell you something, man. You add Budda Baker to this defense, and they are actually unstoppable. Like they're already partially unstoppable, right? The forces that they have on the outside, the depth that they have been able to add, maybe linebackers a little bit questionable. But the boys up front, man, this defense is very whole. It's very complete. And I think adding a couple more pieces, and if you were to ever add a star like Budda Baker, I just don't see how they're not the best defense in the league, for sure. I mean, Budda Baker would be insane. And I went back, and I didn't know what college he had went to. I forgot. And I think he went to Washington, whereas Kelee Ringo obviously was a Georgia Bulldog. And it doesn't seem to be, any type of connection wise in terms of the workout. Are they friends? Maybe they're personal friends, but I don't know. Budda Baker's a bit older. Could there be something brewing here? Why are they working out together? Who knows, right? This is the offseason speculation part, but if there was ever a way, maybe he could, get closer with some of the Eagles. Maybe they could pull some strings. Budda Baker ends up in midnight green. That would be fantastic. I don't know if it's going to happen, but, he has requested a trade. He has reiterated that, he's probably not the happiest in Arizona. He wants to win, and he deserves a lot of money. I just don't know if that organization is going to pay it to him. So let me know what you think. Would you welcome Budda Baker? Do you think the Eagles have the assets to get that done? Would it ever be possible by the start, of the preseason, regular season, etc.? Maybe it comes later in the season. You know how he likes to pull those kind of trades. Who knows what happens, man? All I know is that the Philadelphia Eagles are brewing. And in a couple weeks here, we're really about to get into things, and we're going to see who has made improvements on this team. So I cannot wait for that. But that being said, man, give me all of your thoughts down below in the comment section. As always, appreciate everybody for tuning in. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And with that being said, I will catch you all on the next one. Peace.